Hello students, good morning. You are most welcome to class 9th English class. So today we will read the first poem, that is the wind, very familiar and a beautiful poem. I think that you have done your homework, that I had given that literary devices. I discussed it before going to the literature because in this poem we will also find number of literary devices. So the poem is written by Subramanya Bharati. So an Indian poet. He belonged to Tamil Nadu. So Subramanya Bharati was born on 11th December 1882 and died on 11th September. See, that is September 1922. And the famous poet, writer, a great nationalist, and eminent patriot because he joined the freedom movement. He was imprisoned many times. He was an outstanding freedom fighter and a social visionary of our country. Wind here is the symbol. Here wind stands for the symbolism. What for? Problems, hurdles, obstacles. Just remember the 1999 super cyclone, unprecedented super cyclone, how it caused a lot of devastation, destruction, lot of human dead bodies, animals, and I have experienced it because that time I was at Kendra Vidyalaya, Maharajpur. 7 days I stayed only by taking this flattened rice. So it was really a very horrible sight. So wind is not under our control. So if strong wind blows, what shall we do? We have to change our attitude. We have to change our behavior. We have to change our mentality. We should be brave enough, not only physically but also mentally, how to deal with such problems. Otherwise, we cannot succeed in our life. First, listen to the poem. Wind, a powerful force of nature. Your P.B. Shelley, Percy Bysshe Shelley has written Ode to the West End. Previously, it was prescribed for class 10 students. There, the wind stands for a powerful force of nature. Yes, the poem. As if the poet has a talk with his friend, wind comes softly, whether wind will obey us, whether wind will be obedient as a human being. So here the poet as if converse with his friend. That's why it is personified. I have already told you what is personification. When the characteristics of a person, traits of a person are transferred to a non-living thing or a creature, it is called personified. So here the poet addresses to the wind. So personification and also symbolism symbolizes problems, obstacles. We must be friends with the wind and obstacles to cope, to adjust, to adapt with the hard situations. Otherwise, we will be defeated. Wind comes softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. Definitely it will bring. But we have to be cautious. We have to deal with. So, the poet says to the wind, "O wind, you come softly, not roughly, not harshly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. If we construct or put on these strong shutters, it will not break. Shutter windows, Don't scatter the papers. If you don't close the windows and doors, definitely it will be scattered because of your carelessness. It will be scattered. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books because you could not close the doors and the windows. You brought rain again. Yes, wind will bring. The wind will not listen to you because nature. Next stanza. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Poking fun at weaklings. Who is very clever? Yes. Poking means pushing. Fun at weaklings, which are weak things, not strongly built. If you have a thatched house and not properly strongly built, it will go away, destroyed. Frail, crumbling houses. Frail means sand, weak. Crumbling houses. Crumbling doors. Crumbling houses. Crumbling doors. Crumbling means breaking. Crumbling rafters. Crumbling wood. Crumbling bodies. Crumbling lives. Crumbling hearts. What is the literary device used? Yes, repetition. Crumbling, crumbling, crumbling. The wind god winnows. Winnows means to blow chaff and crosses them all. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. We should be very clever. We should be strong, physically, mentally, bold, brave. Frail, crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling bodies, those who are weak, crumbling hearts, those who are very nervous, coward. The wind god winnows and crosses them all. Next answer. He won't do what you tell him. What is he? He refers to wind. So it is personified. That's why he is used personified. For wind, he is personified. He won't do what you tell him. If you tell instructor, counsel the wind is not going to listen to you. So, come, let's build strong houses. Here the poet advises the people to come together and build strong homes. Let's join the doors strongly, firmly, so that even if there is strong wind, it will not break. Practice to form the body. Practice to have wrestling body, strong body. Make the heart steadfast. Be strong also mentally, psychological. Do this and the wind will be our friends. How can we make friendship with wind? If we are physically and mentally strong. Otherwise, we will be defeated in the stage of drama or role of life. He wants to do what you tell him. What is him? Wind. So come. Whom does the poet address here? The poet addresses the people. Let's come and build strong homes so that even if there is a stormy wind, it will not break. It will not do any harm. Let's join the doors firmly, strongly. If we don't join it strongly, then it will be broken. Practice to form the body. Practice to have a strong body. Have exercise. Take good food. Balanced diet. Make the heart steadfast, not weak heart. Steadfast, mentally strong. Do this, then you will have friendship with wind and also your problems, obstacles, hurdles. Next stanza, this is the last stanza. The wind blows out weak fires. The wind blows out weak fires. So it is personification. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. He, what is he? Wind. What does he make? Makes strong fires roaring and flourishing. His friendship is good. Whose friendship is good? The winds. If we make friendship, if we are physically and mentally strong, we praise him every day. What is him here? Wind god. Him is wind god. So we should make friendship with him. We praise him every day. How can we praise him? We are physically and mentally strong. So listen, in this point, wind is the symbol of problems, obstacles, difficulties, hurdles, and hardships, which are to be dealt with without fear. We must be friends with wind and obstacles, with hard or harsh situations. The poem inspires us to face the challenges and hardships with courage, with grit, with strong determination. The poet has advised us to be strong in mind and body. The wind will be our first friend, best friend, when we are strong both physically as well as mentally. Then and then only we can encounter the wind. And if we just give the advice like that of the poet to the wind is not going to listen to it. We have to change ourselves. Dear students, we cannot change nature. Nature is the most powerful. It is not in our hands, so we have to change ourselves, our attitude, our mind setup, to adjust with the nature, wind, failing which we will be defeated in the life. Unless we fight with hardships, we can't expect success. So material devices, one is symbolism, that is wind. But obstacles, problems, hardships, then personification, he is used, the poet addresses the wind, alliteration, that is strong fires roar and produce, strong fires roar and flourish. Awesome fire and flourish. Repetition. Remember the spelling R-E-P-E-T-I-T-I. Which one? Crumbling. With breaking. Crumbling word is used repeatedly. So it is repetition. Now the theme. You can note down the theme. The poem. The poem focuses on the theme of friendship. The poem focuses on the theme of friendship with the wind, which is the reason for a lot of destruction, devastation. The poem is about how we can build a friendly relationship with something which is harmful and cause devastation. The poet requests the wind to be calm and soft and not to be the reason for any harm to anybody. So, I am giving you one vocabulary matching. Poke, fail, crumble, rafter, flourish, steadfast. Yes, spoke. Which one? This is matching. A, B. Third new words are given on the left side under column A. and the second column, the meanings are given in the jumbled up way. Hope will be, yes, push. Here, number 2, weak. Crumble, third one, break, right. Or after, imagine the same side is written 4. 4 is 5. Yes, double up. Start fast, which is not used, that is 6. Okay, thank you.